And like many rabbis at the time of Jesus, Jesus did not settle down in one place. And then people started to come to him once he became famous, and he started his school of his own disciples and stuff like that. As you know, Jesus went from town to town, village to village. Actually, in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, Jesus is on this journey from Galilee all the way down to Jerusalem. He's on the way, he's on the move. He didn't become just set in one place or remain in one place. And that's the church that Jesus wanted to establish. As we heard today, he did the same thing with the apostles. They went from village to village. They didn't go to different villages and establish franchises of Jesus' school of theology. They were on the journey. We see that later on with St. Paul doing the same thing. And actually, St. Vincent de Paul was the first one to establish a community with that same kind of vision. Up to his time, most religious men or women lived in convents or monasteries. And people came to them if they needed, they were sick, they'd go there. If they needed food, they'd go there. Whatever their needs were, they went to those monasteries and convents. St. Vincent de Paul had the idea that the men and women, the monks and the sisters, should go out to where the poor are, not sit and wait for the poor to come to them. And that's what the Vincentian community today, those of you who may be involved in St. Vincent de Paul Society, they still go, and part of their process, they go and visit the person at their home. They do a home visit. They don't just sit in the office in the parishes and wait people just for them to come to them. And I think sometimes today we've lost that sense of what we're called as a church. We're called to be on the move too. We're called to be out there on the peripheries, as Pope Francis says, to see where the people are in needs are, to bring Christ to them, not to wait for them to come to us. Yes, we need to have parishes and churches and people come to them, but this is just one part of the church that Jesus established. The other part is the missionary part. And that's why, again, lately, the call to become missionary disciples. We need to take Christ with us when we go to work, when we go to school, when we go shopping, whatever we are doing, while we're on the freeways. We need to bring Christ with us. That's how we become missionary disciples. Jesus, our faith is not 1 hour on Sunday, but it's something we live every day, something we take with us every day, we proclaim every day. And when people don't want to listen to us, like Jesus told the apostles, we just move on to the next person, to the next opportunity. Are we missionary disciples? Are we on this journey? Do we see ourselves as on the way towards heaven? Do we proclaim Christ along the way?